women think every man is their sex soulmate. That f***ing good.
But not a lot of men can you good.
Like, as soon as we were done having sex, I was just more like, she's so annoying.
Besides the sex, there was a lot of things that was wrong, but I was willing to overlook everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking it's love. It's not love. It's just really great sex.
You guys could be butt-ass naked after sex just talking about life. It's just like, damn, we had a really good conversation. This person might be the one. I'm really feeling his vibe, like, you know?
All that great sex is not worth my well-being. I was dying inside, like.
All right, so, I mean, Danny actually just taught me something, right? She actually brought something up, and I want to ask the panel, can you confuse your sex mate with your soulmate? But before y'all answer that, because you know we got one of my sex guru partners here. Guapo!
Oh man, you brought out Guapo! Slide over, my boy Guapo.
What up?
What up, Guapo?
What's going on? What's going on, bro? Hold on.
Already, man.
You know I ain't by myself. I keep a snack. Come on.
Man. Keep it snack.
Come on,
You keep
man.
it snack. What you got with you?
Hey, mama. Come here, boo.
Oh man,
Come
Todd.
on, man. You know I bring gifts in the whole nine.
You got a guest?
Oh, you good, Todd?
All right, guest, introduce yourself.
I'm Ty.
How you doing, Todd?
Great, how are you?
Yeah, bro.
All right, so now that I got my man's Guapo over here to jump in this topic, so here's the question, right? Can people confuse their soulmate with their sex mate? Shout out to Danny for that question.
Or sex soulmate.
You're a sex soulmate.
Sex soulmate, you sex souling me something. Can you
Stealing
confuse
your
it?
So can you confuse your soulmate?
Have you ever did it? You
Sex
confused a
soulmate.
sex soulmate with
Yes.
the soulmate?
Yes, I did. I mean, I thought she was the one for me, but I realized that she like the only time me and her had those passionate moments and them really solid moments was like in the heat of the moment while we're having sex. But soon as like me and her was done, it was like the reality snapped back. I was like, I don't want to be like with her like forever type, you know? Like as soon as we were done having sex, I was just more like, she's so annoying. Like even how she even like just moving around is like, oh, I
Pissing
can't
you
stand
off.
her. But sometimes, cause sex to me is a physical act. Like eating makes you feel good, but thinking about food makes you feel okay, but eating it is better. So sex is the plate. You know, like I'm feeling it, I'm touching it, but when the food is gone, it's gone. You feel me? So sex is so physical that it just feels realer than your real thoughts in your mind that can't be, you know, shown physically. You get it? Mm-hmm. So if you hate your boyfriend and you can't stand his ways, girlfriend, you can't stand her ways, her attitude, she's cheap or whatever, but when she makes you come in that moment and rubs you, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I do kind of love her.
You know what's so crazy? With that whole sex soulmate thing, I used to deal with a dude, like I was so much, I thought it was love, but it wasn't. It was just really good sex. And I realized that's what it was because I used to have a lot of anxiety when I'm around him. Like, and I didn't understand what it was. And when I started talking to people, I'm like, yo, after we have really good sex, I get crazy anxiety, like throughout the day, whatever. And eventually I realized that's what it was because I was just head over heels. I was just wild and crazy. You get what I'm saying? But like, eventually I'm like, oh damn. I used to think that was like the love of my life. I'm like, no, that's just the sex of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I want to be with. You get what I'm saying? Besides the sex, there was a lot of things that was wrong, but I was willing to overlook everything. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking it's love. It's not love. It's just really fucking great sex. And I got it all messed up. Eventually I got out because I'm like, all that great sex is not worth my fucking well-being. I was dying inside. Like the anxiety was hitting me crazy, and it was just like, yeah.
I think that's a key factor because I also felt that too before with a previous relationship that I had. I was with him for 2 years, and I was always feeling anxiety, and I always felt like my life was all over the place.
Yep.
Like because I was just so focused on him. And like us, and I was just so disorganized, and I'm not really that type of person. So like when you think about it now that I broke up with him and I know that it was strictly because of sex, because we were so addicted to sex, like it was all about sex. Now I'm like, yeah, that's true. I also felt anxiety, like, and it was because of that.
Because it makes you come. It's like loving somebody, it makes you feel good. It makes you smile. It makes your day better. But sex makes you come. So it's like, you can never tell a physical being a thought is better than an actual feeling.
And the excitement.
You know, like you can't match that. Like,
But it could also blind you because, like Danny said, you know, at that time I was accepting this guy like lived with his mom, you know, like didn't have a car. I was driving him to work. Like I would never, like I was like, what am I doing? Like it's because his dick game was on point that he had me in La La Land, and I'm like. Now I sit back like, whoa, that's never gonna happen again. That needs to be.
I feel like it is very, very easy to confuse the two because in sex, like Wapo said, it's physical and there's a lot of intimacy going on during sex. And sex brings out the most vulnerable sides of you. Like, you guys could be butt-ass naked after sex just talking about life, just talking about anything, your secrets, your past childhood traumas. Like, you guys get into like these deep conversations and it's just like, damn, we had a really good conversation. This person might be the one. I'm really feeling his vibe. Like, you know, it could be like moments like that you guys probably continuously have after sex that, you know, make you feel like this is your soulmate.
I agree.
I mean,
But it's just a very long sexual moment.
I mean, I think women are a little more, y'all think a little deeper when it comes to that sexual thing, because I think most men is on this joint. Most of us that have sex with a lot of women, they want them to get up and leave right after they bust a nut.
That's hard.
No hesitation, no hugging, no nothing. If they got a hug, we're sitting up here like, yo, how the fuck can I get out this situation right now? Because I done bust my nut and I'm ready for her to go. All right, so if you want to talk, I'll fucking talk to you.
You know what's so crazy? That's so true. Let me tell you something. That's so true, right?
Are you ready to go now? Since we had a good conversation?
That's so true, right?
I would have felt all that energy. That would never.
No, you
No,
wouldn't
you
feel
wouldn't.
it.
No,
You're
you
not gonna
wouldn't.
feel energy because you're gonna like the dick. Trust me.
Let me say something.
Trust me.
Don't judge me.
Guaranteed.
Don't judge me. I was very, 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 very young. Let's get that clear. I was very young, right?
2 years ago.
No, I was very, very young. I was
Like she
young.
old now or something.
No, I said, you know, like that was when I first started fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so basically, I went out.
She had her first orgasm. That what happened.
Listen, no.
For clarity, when was that?
Don't worry about it. Let's just say I don't want to be judged, okay? So basically, I went out, I met somebody. They make me sign like a waiver form. I didn't know what it was.
What the fuck are you
Let
talking
me
about?
explain
50 Cent be in a lot of your videos.
Let me know.
A lot of Branson County on
Can I explain myself? I did sign a paper before. I'm not gonna lie. I'm keeping it real. I signed the paper. He was like, you know, when you done, his people told me when you're done, you gotta go. And I'm I'm young. Don't judge me now. I'm young, right? So we did what we did. So I'm leaving now. He said, you don't gotta leave. You can stay. Right?
Because you were good.
I stayed. So a week passed. He hit me up again. This time he said, you don't gotta sign a paper. When we started becoming cool, and eventually, like from before I was supposed to leave, that's how men think. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just supposed to fuck. But like I was like, honestly, I was in the chosen. Till this day we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But we first started being cool by me signing a paper, but it was just like, I'ma just fuck and you gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? But I was young. I just wanted to be part of the crew, like the party girls crew.
How did it change from you leaving to him wanting you to stay though? How'd that happen?
Because you were
His
good.
mouth is like Hall of Fame. Like, he's like,
There's no.
what's up? Rap is over. Like,
But really though, like what did you think you
mouth
did
is all
besides your
fame.
mouth?
no, because I'm funny. I'm cool. Like, I'm funny.
shit
Like, he
Hall
started
of
talking to me
Fame.
about everything. You know, we do like, you know, a lot of alcohol
I like how
and
she
stuff.
thinks.
Whatever.
I like-
You know what I'm saying? Then he's like, oh, you know what? It started from that. Then come out to eat with us, and you know, like come here with us. Then he's like, oh, you know, like.
So Danny, in
I have
all
no
of
part
this
with
happening,
her.
did you feel like he was choosing you? Like he does
Yes, he-
this with like a lot of women, but with you, he told you could stay. He kept hitting you up. Did you feel like he was maybe
Your sex soulmate?
yeah?
Yeah, cause eventually, like, it was just like, you know, like, they don't take my phone, I do what I want, I curse them out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it will kill, you know, eventually I become like.
Say what it really is though. Look.
What?
Danny was fucking the shit out of this guy.
That's what
she said. Her mouth is Hall of
and
Fame.
look, so listen, if you a rapper or you a whatever, a ball player, whatever you are, certain, not Danny now, but certain girls escorts or hosts, whatever, some do more than others. Some are more lit. Some are like real professional, condom head, condom everything, and just really quick with it. Some are more like, you know, they're more loose. Yeah. Hey, you know what I mean? So that might get you a better deal if you're more looser to hang around a little longer.
No, it's not. No. If you ain't on 3 years later, it was just
Well,
like it was a vibe.
That's why she hung around.
I'm a dope person. Once if you give me 5 minutes to talk to you, it's over.
I also think that
I think 5 minutes ahead maybe over.
I also think that like sometimes
I think your combo got you the
it's
game
the
over
girls that be confused. We not confused. Now I'm starting to hear it. I'm starting to really think like men probably don't really get confused with sex soulmates often. Women think every man is their sex soulmate. That fuck them good. You know what I'm saying? So like, she
But not a lot of men can fuck you good.
What's fuck you good mean?
Wait, hold on. Let me go. Right? Like, for example, not for nothing.
Okay.
But this dude was fucking hella females, right? Most likely.
Yeah.
He's signing papers and taking phones.
Okay.
Danny passed the cut to get fucked more than once. That don't mean that that's his sex soulmate. That's your sex soulmate.
I never said that was my sex soulmate. He's talking about men think differently. That's why he said men think differently. A man could just fuck you and you gotta leave.
See, but you said wait.
No, that's what you
think. That's what you lost that. I was saying like you right with what you said because I had a situation like that.
I want to run tapes because I'm pretty sure he said was that his sex soulmate. She said yes. And she said yes. And she said yes. So this is what I'm saying now, right? All right. So let's just say a guy's fucking you great and you're head over heels over him. That don't mean he's head over heels for you.
So him pulling up places where
he might just do that for a girl he likes. Okay. That don't mean you're his sex soulmate. Cause I tell you this, a guy could like 5 girls at one time and fuck all 5 and pull up on all 5 at the same time.
What Daddy was doing at that time of her life was some escort type of vibe.
No, it wasn't escort.
No, this is no judgment zone. No, listen, party girl type of vibe. I'm gonna be on a set. I gotta be on a set. If you sign an agreement, right, to mess with a rapper, I'm sure a payment will happen, right?
No, a payment? Why you gotta make it? No,
I'm making it real. I'm trying to be real with you.
No, there's no payment. That's why you don't know.
It was an NDA.
No, it's non-disclosure.
Non-disclosure agreement.
It's a non-disclosure.
So you fucked the rich nigga for free?
Yes.
First of all,
there's a lot of problems here.
No, now I'm gonna check you.
You gotta talk to her, Rico.
I'm
gonna talk to you.
I'm gonna check you.
Let me do it.
Let me check Guapo. A bitch like me, I've been working for 5 years, and she trusts me. That Instagram shit don't pay, but a bitch shit everywhere. Don't get that.
My point was saying though, before you got offended, was
I'm not offended, but
if you signing an agreement to mess with a millionaire, I'm guessing usually a payment's involved. Usually girls that take payment for sex are boring because they're there for business. I think that Danny came there and had some fun. She's passionate. Her mindset isn't like I'm the hoe for tonight. She had a good time. And he's seen that you were a regular girl with a regular vibe. He kept you around.
But can I say something? Just because she signed a letter don't mean the other girls was paying.
Yeah, it's not paying.
Like, niggas do that just in case. You can't leave here and say me and my man. But it's only about money though.
It's not about money. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not about money.
I didn't say it was, but I'm saying like usually you sign an agreement, it's about money.
No, I just know dudes that you have to sign a paper and we'll have a private party and they'll be like, yo, don't worry about it. All these girls in here is good. And when they come in here, they're not paid girls. They are young girls usually. They sign a paper because they might be a little too young. You never know what they're gonna say when they leave there. But most of the time when it's rappers or singers or whatever, they're not paying for the pussy. The pussy is there waiting for
Thank you. They're not paying for it. It's just like for you to not
I mean, that's bad news I'm hearing. Like,
you know exactly what I'm about to say, you said you hit it right on the nose. It's funny, it's crazy because people be thinking that just because they got the money that they actually paying for the
those pussy. Are the niggas that
when
don't
really
pay.
It's all of the ones who really don't got no money that's actually paying for the pussy. It's like why it's crazy. You was like, oh, if I'm dealing with her such and such, I'm gonna pay. But the ones who actually in the game who got the money, they not actually paying for it.
Again, I think what Rico was trying to say sex soulmates is in a sense where the male and the female are both like
They think it's
so
love.
like
Yeah.
lusted
Yeah,
over
never-
each
I
other,
never
so
thought-
It can't be one-sided.
passionate, so
I never fell in love.
so like
over a sex
intrigued
soulmate.
over each other that
that
every single
exists.
time they see each other, they just want to rip each other's clothes off and just have sex all the time.
Or no,
Listen,
I don't think.
I never confused.
But you
I
don't have
need
to have
say this.
sex
Wait,
all
listen,
the
yeah, I'm about
time,
to say,
but you're gonna have
have
sex
sex.
with them on an
Look at
ongoing
this-
basis. It might not be all the time. You might even go out to eat with her. You really think you like her for
I'll
real.
go deeper than that. A man don't want to look. If me and you having great sex all the time, I'm more afraid of letting another dude do what I'm doing to you than actually
Yes.
lose you for my own needs. I'm just being selfish. I'm like, yo, the way Danny be fucking me, yo, I can't imagine her doing it to anybody else. So I'll chase you just for that reason alone.
Yeah, I don't have
Like, I
that.
don't want to share you with nobody else.
That's honest.
You feel me? I've been there before like that. I don't want her to go to the
You don't even
streets.
love her.
I mean,
I don't love her, but I have to keep her around before she go to the streets.
I got a
But you
sex
know,
soulmate.
you
I
keep
don't
it
got.
up for
I
a
was about to say I don't have that.
Pussy
hang
is
up.
good, yeah.
That's why-
I don't want to share it with nobody else.
Nah, like, you know
Listen,
what it
I
is,
don't
too?
have that hang up.
Honestly,
You're single, though.
I told Esso like,
single.
I said I had a
Why
sex
would you have
soulmate for
that?
5 years,
didn't always
and
be
she was my
single.
side girl.
And
I had
agree
it
with
like
that.
now I'm thinking I had a sex soulmate for 5 years, and she was my side bitch.
And my
Yup.
sex soulmate was my side nigga.
Because
So was
we
mine.
like that sex is popping. Even I could talk to her, and I do like her.
thought you was in love.
Yes.
I still got love for the girl, but
You love her,
we
Rito?
just not together.
gonna be
Like,
together.
yeah,
Love her,
we
though.
won't
You
ever
love
be
her, though?
together. Yeah, I got love for her. Like,
Yeah,
If
definitely.
she died, would you cry?
Situation,
If
yeah.
she died, would you cry?
No. I put that on everything. I didn't even. I
Just for the guy for that, but you want to cry for a little girl?
I wouldn't even. I didn't even cry over family members.
If one of my hoes died, I'm crying for that bitch. I'm gonna miss Cindy. Cindy was a good mom. Cindy was good to me. Y'all niggas is rude. I will miss one of my hoes
But like
in a
at
car
the same
accident,
thing,
some crazy shit.
in the
I'ma
same
be-
thing, I feel like
Crazy.
You going to the wake?
She took care of both of us.
You going to the wake?
I'm going to the wake for sure.
this nigga said both. Of
I'm going to my
us.
host wake, right or
When
wrong.
he's like, yeah, cool.
Good question. Is it cool to go to your side bitch's wake?
Definitely.
She died. Listen, if I had a side chick, okay, and she died in some horrific event, I'm going to the wake. And if my shorty be like, yeah, where you want to go? Who died? My boy's sister.
Why you gotta lie though? She's gone.
What you gonna say? My side bitch died?
Yeah, my side bitch is died.
Yo, my side bitch
True.
died and I'm devastated.
Yo, listen, true story though.
I'm fucking
My
devastated.
uncle, right, had a, I'm so sorry, Uncle Ted. He had a side chick, right? She happened to die with him.
Oh,
So he got caught
Damn.
dead. And then he came to the wake and gave her a kiss on her damn cheek in front of his wife.
Did she
He's
say
a
that?
pimp.
She
Yo,
said something?
He probably
He's
knows
a
what I'm
whole
Is he
saying.
still married?
Uncle who?
He married, but he unhappily
He's
married.
a whole pimp, son.
He ain't been the same since.
He probably loves her too. Just because that's her side
I
chick
mean,
doesn't mean you
the
don't
wife
love-
heard
you don't-
about it.
You don't got love
Like,
for the
he
girl.
kissed
Like,
that
that's
girl in the
that's
casket,
crazy.
nigga. He did. That's some pimp. He's a pimp too.
Yeah, that nigga's a
He worked
pimp.
at
Uncle who?
Uncle Teddy.
Damn, Teddy, he blew you up.